Hello, I'm Gobby McFlobby, the quietest and shyest, most reserved person in the Western Hemisphere. This is a review of Between Two Cities, which is a Stonemaier game, and it is a tile drafting, placing, city building, cooperative semi-game that plays in 15 minutes, which sounds awesome, probably because it is. Let's take a look. In Between Two Cities, each player will get a scoring card and they will get 2 pieces of wood, well, sort of. They will put 1 piece of wood between them and the person on their left and 1 between them and the person on their right. That is because in Between Two Cities you are building 2 cities and you sit, guess where? Between them. The object is to score the highest points, but only your lowest scoring city will be your score. The tiebreak is the score of your other city if there's a tiebreak. So you're really incentivized to do well on both cities. You will build your city through tile drafting, and you are looking to score through this handy sheet, which is also on every tile as well, the relevant things. And it looks complicated, but it's really not. For yellow pieces, you score for rows, consecutive rows, horizontally or vertically. And if you get 4, you get 16 points. If you get 2 in a row, you get 5. For every 1, you get 2. So if you had something like that, is that yellow? Yeah. Then that would score 16, but then you couldn't count any of these in your downwards one. So if that was a yellow and there was yellows there as well, you'd get the 16 there, you'd get 2 for that one and 5 for the ones above. They can't be counted twice. That's yellows. Factories, the grey square, they're really interesting. You basically get 2 points per factory as a base score. If you have the most factories of anyone, you get 4 points per factory. If you have the second most, you get 3. Red ones are like your entertainment, your pubs, your restaurants, your B&Bs and your bars, and they score for how many different sets you have. So 1 on its own is 1 point, but if you have a set of 2 different ones, it's 4 all the way up to 17. Blues score for how many you have, and they also pick up bonus points for being next to reds. Parks score for being connected, they just have to touch, you can't touch diagonally, but any connected ones will score. And houses, the brown ones, score for however many other coloured tiles there are on your 4x4 square. So if you have one of everything, you're going to score 5 points. However, if they are next to a factory, they can only ever score 1 point. So what you do each round is you'll be drafting from a hand of tiles. You'll get given a number of tiles. You will choose 2, 1 to go in that building and 1 to go in that city. And of course, the people either side of you will have chosen 2 as well. So you won't know what they have chosen, especially the first time. It's a bit of a blind crapshoot, the first 2 you pick. So here we've got a yellow and a blue, so we might go, let's go there like that. But as soon as you've got the first one over, here we've got a red and a blue which works, you start to realise what's going to work best for your city. So if I was playing here and these tiles came to me, you'd have more than this in the game. I might think, right, I've already got a restaurant over there, but I haven't got the beer one, so I'll put that there and hope my partner doesn't do a beer one. Well, it's not much good for over there, but I'll get a house because that'd be worth at least 2 points, and if we get any other colours. And then of course our partners would have done the same things, maybe like that. So here we have, happy days, they've done a house and a park. Now we want to leave this open for reds, so we're going to go up there and across there to stop potential factory places and hope to get the yellow one there. And here, great, they've done exactly the right things. We're going to place these in optimal scoring position to get us the most points. And that goes on until there is only 1 tile left in the first drafting round. That happens really quick. Then you go on to the middle drafting round. There's only 3 drafting rounds where you will take 3 double-sided ones and you'll choose 1 for each of your cities and then discard the other one. So there'll be 2 double-sided ones going in, and these can be vertical or horizontal. So with these, you have to place them the right way around, so you can't do anything like that. You have to go so the icons all match. So let's say I've been given these, and I'm thinking we've got the restaurant there, so I could do with a yellow there, but it's not going to be many. I could maybe go for the factory, so I'm going to put that one there, and that one over here. And then my partners have done the same things, they've done 2, so we get 2 more going in, and we'll maybe put that there and that there, so at least we get 3. We'll start the factory game. That one we'll do that there, and can't go there because that'd be 5 by 5 and you're only allowed 4 by 4, so we'll go there. And then you do another final round of drafting the single cubes. You then count up the scores. There is a score tracker to help you keep tracks of it, and your lowest scoring, so you look for your 2 wooden markers on the scoreboard, and your lowest one is your score. If there is a tie for the highest lowest score, your other city comes into play. That is between 2 cities. Between 2 cities is just a great game. I absolutely love it. It plays 3 to 7 players. There's also, as in most I think all Stonemaier games have the Ultima mode where you can play single player mode. I think there's even 2 player rules in this one as well. But for anywhere from 3 players, it's great. You're working with the 2 people next to you, and the scoring system incentivises you to do your best on both. So you're not trying to, get your highest on one, because if you do that, if you go really high on one but you don't concentrate on the other one, you're going to score really low, because your lowest score is the score that you take. So you need to do them as equally as possible. Yet you're next to people who've got your one and another one, and their idea of the best ways to score might be different. It plays very quick. There's only 3 rounds of drafting. You're simply taking 2 tiles, putting them down, passing your pile on, then placing those into your cities. You have a little bit of discussion, what you want to aim for with your partner, and then you go on to the next round until there's only 1 tile left, which is discarded. Then you do the double round, then you do the final round, and then you score. And one of the reasons I love this game is it is a game that my wife will play and understands and enjoys. And I think it is that kind of, it could have been that you were just drafting for your own city, and you're just making your own thing, and you're trying to score the most you can. And that would have been fine, that would have been a fine game. But this idea of being between 2, and I just love it. The scorecards look complicated, but are actually really, really easy. And it's all explained on the actual tiles as well, how they score. It's just really clear, and like I found with other Stonemaier games, the rules are just good. They're just good rules, which is unfortunately rare in the board game scene, or rarer than it should be, should I say. So, intimidation factor, there are a lot of icons, so the intimidation factor is high, particularly if this is a filler game. They are explained well, but that doesn't take away from the fact that when people first look at this, especially if they've not played board games before, they're going to go, But you can very easily and very quickly, and even in the learning game, it's only going to add 5-10 minutes onto your total game time. You can just get the pieces out and show how they fit together to score. So that's really helpful. And because there's enough of these for everyone, they can look at them, and that's great. Rules, great, fun, a lot of fun. 3 to 7 players, works phenomenally well at those player counts. I haven't tried the solo game on this because I just love it enough as it is, and I'm not a massive solo gamer. So yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I've got to say. No, game time always takes 15 minutes, 15 to 20 at all player counts, because everything's happening at the same time. You might get a slow player, but they're playing with a partner who go, no, just stick it there. So unless you're really unlucky and get 3 analysis paralysis players stuck together, that's not going to be an issue. And certainly on your first game, it'll take a little bit longer, but as soon as someone's played one game, they're like, oh, that over? Let's do it again. So it's a great game, operates well as a filler, but I will play this with my game group. Would I buy it? Well, yes, I would. It would be straight into my collection. I think this is brilliant, and yeah, straight into my collection for me. Should you buy it if you like quick games with thought and that are good for a variable player count and work just as well as that player count and are interesting, then for me this is a no-brainer. Between Two Cities from Stonemaier Games. Thanks very much for watching Board Deck and Dice. We'll see you next time.